Okay, welcome back. We are on episode 2 of Transformation. Got some stuff in here that... Oh, another letter from... What we got? Okay. Let's see. Let me get my paper out here. Okay, so we start with a Talaria letter. Okay, you received this package through Talaria, same thing as last time. The contents of this package remained absolutely secret and secure under our protection per our prerogatives. Both you, this is the same as last time. Okay. Next we have is John William James letter. We have a newspaper article. This has the newspaper article on it. Okay. Death of Marjorie Heck by... Okay. She fell from Perry's Monument, Put-in Bay, Ohio. We were right on Put-in Bay, Ohio. They broke in after hours, fell 352 feet, staying at a hotel, the Black Squirrel. She was 60-year-old. Robert Heck said she was disturbed and upset lately. I don't know. Maybe if he was lazy. I don't know. I'm sure this will be a transformational moment for me. Transformation. Let's see. What do they say on the little YouTube videos? Roll credits. There we go. She will be cremated, and I will continue traveling with a supportive friend. I wonder if this is that new friend that John William James was talking about in the last episode. And on the back, we have dead cow found in local fisherman's boat. I don't know. Hunt to Kill has a real bad habit of having dead animals show up in weirdest places. Okay. Next we have is a little toy train, which is in here. Let's get it out. Mine didn't come with the toy train, this particular, but it had a replacement toy train in here. Somebody's kid probably stole it. We also got something else in here, but toy train. There's a wooden train. Okay. I think we're trying to figure out where he's at again, and so SLVMB, and we got a little something in there. Okay, and this was the one that it came with. Just kind of show it with you. I got a picture from someone else. I think it's just that it's a train. So I don't know what that means. Okay. Next we have is this. Is a little container that had goo in it. But I got rid of that because I thought it would have rot. I was worried because it turns out it's something else. And when you open it, it has a little secret message in here. It has this thing in here. Okay. Put it back in there. Again, the Buckeye from the last one, I'm just tempted to go ahead and swap that out with something else with a picture of it. And that brings up this little bee thingy that gives us. So we'll figure out that puzzle. We also had this thing. This one's enhanced a little bit so you can kind of make out the words. But we'll go through that in a second. Then we have a business card that says, as the clown said, if he not long dead, then the bottom is XLMTIVTL. We'll get on to it. We'll figure that out. And what else we got in here? Don't know. And we know what that is. Okay, where is my John William James letter? And this one has... I also made a copy of it. I have 2 copies of the John William James. I don't like to mess with the originals normally. So, these are the original copy of it. Okay, now... My dearest friend, the mother fell from the obelisk, sacrificed at the altar of the sun, thus completes his initiation, thus begins his metamorphosis. With that, Andromache and Scamander had their roles reversed. The walls became an obelisk. Then what becomes the prize? The freedom of a harbinger of freedom. Interesting. So Bob has become a harbinger, and you are the historian. Stand alone on this tale. Yet, when the mists of our great work drift down the rivers of time, the oceans of memory, you will remember at my side. Does this please you? I have moved on as I always must. Now that I am free, the dogs will forever be on my heels. I have found a new place, another waypoint on my quest. I was unsure at first, but I am now certain that this city was destined to greet me. There is much here to occupy an idle mind. Greatly afforded me of a park, particularly one which I may look over the vast conquests of mankind, my conquests. Included in this letter is a copy of my message to my next disciple. She was alone and as I, but now she's ready to enter our colony. Nectar transmute upon her hands. I am eager to see how she chooses to accomplish her metamorphosis. Enjoy the article. It makes for excellent flight reading. That was for the article about how Bob killed his mom. Okay. Let's see. That's there. Headed train. Where would a train be? We also got some honey. Oh, yes. And this is a cipher we got to figure out. So, sample container. Now, because I had already opened it, I knew it was honey. So, if you take the honey, you can stick it to there. You can see that. You can put it down here and get your little shift cipher. And I'm sure we're going to use that later. And we use that on the spiral print. Now, I went ahead and got a copy of the spiral, show all the letters, and I'll post that up there. And when you get down to it, what it says is DVOO, WLMV, NB, WVZIVHG. And I'm not going to read them all off to you, but you can see them on the screen. It says, "Well done, my dearest friend. Have you seen the news? I certainly helped Bob make his mark on the world. Now he goes under my guidance to save them from themselves. I stopped by the old farm. It's still an ashen blemish upon the earth, where the long dead whisper." Okay. Now, this particular poem, or no, the spiral picture, I looked at it with Google Lens. It's The Circus is in Town by Edith Cockcroft. She painted it in 1912. It's currently at the Hunter Museum of American Art in Chattanooga, Tennessee. So we're trying to figure out where he's at. Oh, here's the original. This is the original that isn't enhanced. Okay, so we got those two. Now, we also got a train. And I'm sure this isn't right. I've heard it on MASH. The Chattanooga Choo Choo. I think the train is the Chattanooga Choo Choo. I think that's what they're trying to get at. Okay, well, now on to the B thing, which that one took a little bit longer to figure out. Okay, now, and what you did was, using that code that came from in here, you look at the color and where the dot is. In fact, here, we'll just pop it on my little, and see where the dot is. So like in this one, the upper orange, well, let's use the yellow because you see that would be an I, that would be an E, that would be an A. Okay, and you just do the whole message. And when you actually translate it, it says, "Dear Cleo, kill a stranger and free yourself from pain and fear. Metamorphosis is possible." So when he's speaking about metamorphosis, he's talking about murder. Just to be honest here. Okay, so this is the new female disciple he was referring to. And finally, we have a Talaria card. That's that black business card, and I'll put a picture up on probably next to my head here. As the clown would have said if he had not been long dead. Reference to the circus coming to town is my question. This is a quote from Robert W. Chambers in The King is Yellow. Now, XLMTIVTL, using the same code as the honey and the spiral print, you get congrego, which means to congregate or to gather. And you type that in, put this away before I lose it. You type that into as the password, and you get whispers from Theodora. Which, already went ahead and dropped for y'all. And maybe I don't have it. Maybe I don't have it. My Whispers from Theodorus on this one. This one? Ah, there it is. Congrego. Okay. You have come to the gathering place once again, my dearest friend. Take note of the sweet end to a long journey of flowers, the interconnected and cyclic relationship between flora and fauna. A jar of it sits now on your possession. Consider this jar. What's the relationship to the signifier to the signified? What is written upon will be the key to understanding the slow spiral of a circus parade. We figured that out. We got that. Of all the main streets in America, where does a clown lead his followers? Okay, inside the jar, yet another key. Use this to open the palace gates to the hive, and that was for this thing. Okay, so now you've seen yet another of my disciples has joined our ranks. While Bob continues to do good work, I'm sure you noticed where I was then. This new soldier sprouts from the glory of the dragon swan. Under my banner she will make her presence known to the world, and in doing so exalt me. Yet if you can now see what will happen, can you see where I am? Yes. I left the old place behind, and now I follow my destiny to a new city. You've already seen the first clue. Now what of the train? Have you ever wondered why children come to describe the sound of a train whistle? Some of them taught how to speak in onomatopoeia, but that is not a phonetic language. How could it be? I would think a more apt word for the sound of the whistle would be shawuafu, shruafu. But that's my own interpretation. Who am I to argue with choo-choo? Like Chattanooga choo-choo? I think I got that one right. You can tell I watch MASH entirely too much. Okay, so I think that solves everything. We had some shift ciphers, some relatively simple stuff. I think I explained them pretty well. No? I mean, if not, we can always look at them a little bit better later. So let's see how that lets us sit. Whispers from Theodorus. Buzz Alley educates visitors on beekeeping/honey. Oh, in Chattanooga, there's also a Buzz Alley that educates people on honey. So that's what all the honey references are. So here's what we got. John William James has made his way to Chattanooga. Bob, his friend, killed his tormentor in Ohio. Robert Heck pushed his mom from the observation deck of Perry's Monument. He then said he'll be traveling with a friend. John William James is staying on the move because the dogs are hunting him. Now I wonder who the dogs are. John William James has a new follower, Cleo, who he has instructed to kill someone. We have called the historian, and he stopped by his old farm he lived as a child. He called it an ashen blemish on the world. So right now he's left from Darlington to Ohio somewhere. I think he did the little loop going down through Columbus, and now he's down to Chattanooga. So I wonder where he's heading from here. Okay? So, with that being said, I will catch you on the next one, episode 3 of Transformation.